Everyone's kerfuffling.
Hi there, Simon Whale here, just giving you a further overview of the agency dashboard we have here at kerfuffle.com. So today, what we're looking at here is on the dashboard, as you can probably see, the My Suppliers section. Now, this is probably the most important part of the dashboard, so we're going to spend just a couple of minutes just having a look at this because it's quite important. The first and foremost thing is here is we've got your current suppliers. So these are all your agency and lettings agency suppliers that you have within your business. So the first thing that we recommend doing is talk to your office manager if you don't know them yourselves, or your accountant. Get that list of suppliers together and just go through them in this basis. Now, we provide the 20 most commonly searched suppliers on here in a really quick tick list. You can see Agent OS, Fix Flow, Land and New Homes. They've already been indicated here. Let's say you were using Brief Your Market as well. I would just click on Brief Your Market, and literally what that does is just add that to the bottom of your list, as you can see down there at the touch of a button. If your suppliers aren't listed in here, though, however, we can simply go into here. We can either scroll through as we need to, or we can actually just say, type in the first few details. And let's just say we were using Jerry Lyons' fantastic agency content club. And again, in exactly the same way, that just adds them there to the bottom. Now, the crux of what we're looking at here is trying to give you the right toolkit to manage your suppliers in an efficient fashion. It's really important you do this. Most people manage this by having it on spreadsheets or, email reminders and things like that. We've given you a toolkit here that's absolutely free of charge. And the best thing about it is it takes virtually no time to set up. And once you've spent, say, a few minutes doing that as well, we advise best practice is really just to dial in here every 3 months or so and update the information. That's all it needs, because of course you don't change suppliers every single day, do you? So that's why it works. But when you do, the results can be outstanding. We have many of our clients that have made savings of tens of thousands of pounds over the course of the year. Not because we've told them to do anything, if I'm honest, particularly special. Yes, there's exclusive deals all over the website, but just by having that regiment to actually come in and review your suppliers, get rid of the ones that aren't delivering for you and double down on the ones that are. So I'll just show you very quickly here. We have Agency Mentors, a training organization here. And against each supplier, what you have is a monthly cost. A monthly cost just broken down very simply there in terms of it. You can click on edit, and as you can see, it's very simple to add this information in if you need to do that. I'm just going to close that down again. So next column along, even more important, we've got the renewal stage. If they have contracts with you, put in the contract renewal date. And what this stops dead is that rather shady practice that some suppliers do, which is where they bounce you automatically in with an auto renew. And the reason why that's a bit shady is that's often not the case that it's just renewed for a few weeks or months. It can often be a 3, 4, 5-year contract that it's tied you into, and you might have had no intention to have actually renewed that contract. So what we will do is we will actually preempt you a few months before that date and just ask you again, what do you want to do? Do you want to stick with them and leave it completely, have us leave it completely alone? That's absolutely fine. Do you want to just check you're happy with them, but you want us to check that they're on the best deal and have got the best products in there? More than happy to do that. Or of course, if they aren't working for you, we will source you some alternatives, a shortlist that you can look at. Now, on the next tab, we have the Net Promoter Score. Many of you will be familiar with this. This is simply that rating system you see in many places that asks you to score 0 to 10, 10 being the highest, how you are getting on with that particular provider and whether you'd recommend them to a peer or friend of yourself there. Now, yes, on the main website, we have public reviews, but the important things about this is just your own internal reporting. So we might anonymize it for averages out there, but we will never tell people either which suppliers you have or indeed those expose the scores or the cost that you have on board with this. But what's really important about this is every few months, you just keep grading how these companies are delivering. Now, the first thing I need to say is These are all fake here. So in this case, I've just done it to illustrate the issue. If that company agency mentors was only serving, 1 out of 10, clearly something needs to happen there. Now, ordinarily what we will do for you is we will reach out to that supplier and just try and make things right. And it might be that they were surprised about this and they might have to throw some extra training, some account management, or improve the product somehow. If, however, that continues to be a low score, then we obviously say, look, they need to come off your tech stack and you need to make some savings there. So very simple way out of how we do save people absolutely loads of money just by reviewing this process regularly. And yes, if you have got some, if you're, let's say, a relocation agent network and you feel positively about them, we leave you the ability to leave those reviews on the public site itself. And as I said, do leverage that with your suppliers. It is currency to them. They absolutely love to be given feedback, and many of them are pretty embarrassed about asking for it, or a bit reticent to ask for that. So as we said, just go through, leave those reviews and spread the love. And then down at the bottom, what this will do very simply is that will monitor your overall supply cost. And at the bottom, even further, you've got previous used suppliers, so that you can just keep a tab on those as well. So hopefully that gives you an overview there of how useful that supplier dashboard can be. We are here to help you with our supplier MOTs as well. Please get in touch if you have any questions. Thank you.